What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to do a flip through and review on the white Numen Sacred Animal Tarot. Here is the box. I love the colors on the images on the box so far, so I'm really hoping the deck itself is pretty vibrant. One thing that I thought was weird, oh, it's by Lemon 11, is that their box is open like this from the bottom. Here's the magnetic clasp. It's just weird that it opens from the bottom. Nothing else in there. And then here's another box within the box. And this is how they have the cards. When you first get the deck, they do have like cardboard pieces on either side of the deck just to make sure it's protected. It does come with a book, and I thought it was cool that it's a hardcover book. It's fairly tiny though. I kind of wish this was a bit thicker considering that the cover of the book is pretty luxurious because it is a hardcover little book, which I thought was pretty cool. And it is colored. These are the backs of the cards. It is a glossy deck, just in case if anybody does not like gloss. I'm not a fan of it, but it helps me get what I call poppers or jumpers, because the cards be slipping and sliding if they're glossy finish. And I think that's a dog. Crane on one side. And a dog. Looks like a Doberman Pinscher. It is a fairly thick deck, so the cardstock is going to be pretty sturdy. There is some flexibility, but I do feel sturdiness in it. It's not super like hard to bend the card, but it's kind of more on the stiff side than the flexible side. One thing I did point out in the haul video is that if you look really close to the art, it's very pixely or like speckles. I don't know if they made it as in, I forgot what the art form is called. It's kind of like just doing dots. Your whole artwork is just you putting dots. I don't know if that's what this is, or maybe it's just a filter they put on top of the artwork when it was done. But I just noticed that even on the whites of the card here, it has the speckles. The Magician. They have no eyeballs. It looks like they just have holes for eyes. The High Priestess. Didn't know there was nudity in here, so there are boobies, in case anybody for some reason doesn't like nudity. I don't know. The Empress. The Emperor. Oh, what's going on there? There's like dark liquid coming out of their hand. And I don't know if that's smoke right here. The Hierophant. More boobies. More boobies. The Lovers. There's boobies everywhere in this deck so far. The Chariot. The way they make the creatures is pretty interesting. They have like I mean, the birds would have elongated beaks, right? Or mouths or whatever. But like this little guy has got a long pointy mouth. The Strength card. Why does she look sad though? I wonder. The Hermit. Oh my god, the Hermit is a moose. He looks a little angry too. Wheel of Fortune. They look, not that they have attitude, but they look like they're irritated at what somebody said. Justice. The Hangman makes me think of the Ice King in Adventure Time. You know who I'm talking about? His mustache is straight up in his nose. Jesus. The Death card. Are they crying? Either they're crying or it's like that weird shimmer highlight makeup people do in the inner corners of their eyes. Temperance. Temperance has a cut on her cheek. ¿Por qué? The devil also has a cut on their cheek. Interesting. Ooh, the tower. Jesus, that spear went right through them. It's like on the other side. Ouch. Giving me Egyptian vibes too. I like how they have the little expression lines or whatever you would call it right here, sort of to show like they were caught off guard or surprised by this action. The star, I believe those are cranes that are around her. That's cute. Look at this one. They're just looking at him. The moon, you got these fluffy, I think they're foxes, just playing in, I'm assuming, rose petals or blood globs. It looks like blood globs, doesn't it? The sun. I don't get, is this supposed to be the sun? I thought up here, but that's like, well, maybe, actually. Maybe the sun is up here. Again, look at these little birdies. They look so interesting. They feel like they're on Mars. I don't know why, but I'm sensing that from here. Judgment. The World card. Ooh, I love how they have stars in their hair. At least I think, oh wait, that's not their hair. That would have been cool if it was. Little stars in their hair. I don't know what this is, but it's behind them. And there's stars on there. They got pretty flowers. Now we're on the minors. Here's the Ace of Wands. Not gonna lie, that looks like something I'm not gonna say. I mean, that's the joke with the Wands cards, right? Is that sometimes they look like, you know what I mean? Two of Wands. Look at the snake. They got a pointy looking face too. Three of Wands. I guess there's gonna be snakes in the wands mainly. I am also seeing a color pattern here. So the wands are more orange, browns, some reds. Honestly, I don't see a lot of reds. I see more like sepia, orange, browns, maybe like rustic red tones in here, but I'm not saying like straight up red, if you know what I mean. But definitely more warm tone colors. Damn, these old dudes are gonna duke it out. This guy's like, bring it, bruh. He doesn't care. Well, that's a lot of snakes. It made me think of spaghetti. Our Nine of Wands, they look like they're just done. They're just done with whatever they've been through. Like, all right, let's go to the next. Ten of Wands, those snakes are just crawling all up on her. I'm assuming it's 10 snakes. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. The Page of Wands. Very hipster. The Knight of Wands. Oh my god, this Knight of Wands is super covered. Protected from the sun. Look at that camel. Are they looking at the sun? They're gonna freaking mess up their eyeballs. Queen of Wands. Ooh, blue fire. King of Wands. They got yellow fire. Interesting that they're pointing the fire down and the queen is pointing the fire up. That snake back there. Now we're on the cups. We went from warm tones, right, to more cool blue tones. So I'm assuming the cups are mainly going to be blues. Blues and purples, I guess, or a mixture of purples also. Three of Cups. Yeah, there's different tones of blues. This one is a more teal blue. This one is a more blue violet. And this one is a more blue blue. The Four of Cups. Are those feathers? Yes. Our Five of Cups. They are also numbered up here, although I did notice that maybe it was just the majors, not all of them had this little design up here with the number. I know the Sun card did, but I honestly didn't pay attention if the other major cards did. Oh my god, this goat. So cute. What is this though? I feel like it's a wisp or like a little water elemental just dancing on top of the cup. Oh, look at these koi fish. The Seven of Cups. That's so cute. They each have a little design on the base of their head, or where I guess their third eye might be. Mermaid. The Eight of Cups. She's got little speckles on her. I don't know if this red ball is supposed to be intentional in the design, or if that was an accident. I feel like it shouldn't be there though. That's just me. The Nine of Cups. Are they? I think they're underwater. At least that's what this is making me think of. Like this is waves under the water. But then you also have water going, either going up or going down from the cups. And then there's fish. Why I thought they were underwater is because there's fish here, sort of swimming above them. The Ten of Cups. Our Page of Cups. That's cool. See these little action lines. It's making me think like they're hearing something, like their sense of hearing was activated from something, I don't know. The Knight of Cups. Oh, why does that horse look so sad? Pobrecito. Queen of Cups. That gown or whatever must feel really heavy if it's wet. Our King of Cups. Again, they're in the water. Whoa, what's popping out of the water though? What is that? That's a little freaky, but these clothes have to be really heavy when they're wet. Now we're on the swords. So I'm assuming the swords are gonna have more of a gray, maybe yellow tone to them. Are they? This one kind of looks like the Ace of Cups when they're in the water reaching out. Pretty similar. Actually, now I wonder, was the Ace of Wands like that? I'll have to check. I'll check towards the end because I don't remember. Our Two of Swords. You got those cute looking little birds. Oh, Jesus. Three of Swords. They're kind of like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm so sorry that you got stabbed. They're like, yeah, sure you are. Jesus. Oh, Miss Thickness. Four of Swords. How you doing? What's up? The Five of Swords. That's cool. Oh, they each have different handles. Six of Swords. More boobies. More boobies. I think that's like, what, 7 cards with boobies already? 7 of Swords? Oh, that's not good. Is that seaweed? 8 of Swords. You got a rooster. What you gonna do with the rooster though? She looks like she's crying. 9 of Swords. All right, these black balls look intentional because it looks like there's eyes in there. But the other one on that other card was just a black ball. Maybe they meant to put an eye in there? 10 of Swords. They look like they're napping, by the way. They're hugging whatever this is. I guess the ground. I don't know. There's no blood though, which is interesting. The Page of Swords. The Knight of Swords. Oh, I like her hairstyle. I was gonna say her hairdress, but I mean, that is her hair. I guess the hairdress on there would be the crown with these little frou-frou thingies. The Queen of Swords, showing us some leg. The King of Swords. Oh my god, is that a dog or a fox? I can't tell. I'm assuming it's a dog because foxes tend to have fluffy tails. Now we're on the pentacles. All right, so I think the wands is also like this, or all of the aces, I'm sorry. Ace of wands is probably also like this, where it's designed with hands reaching out to the item. In this case here, it'd be the pentacle. And with pentacles, of course, it's associated with more green tones, more earthly tones. So I'm assuming the pentacles in the deck here are gonna have such tones in there, which we are seeing so far. I like when creators do that with their decks and their artwork, because it's also nice seeing, oh, green flowers, that's cool. It's also nice seeing like the different tones of reds or blues, greens that they use in their deck. The Six of Pentacles. Look at this dog. They have such a pointy face. Or mouth. Elongated mouth. The Seven of Pentacles. That's cute. Eight of Pentacles. That's an interesting mask. Action lines being emphasized on the tool here, which makes sense for the Eight of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. I'm assuming those are crows. Interesting for the Ten of Pentacles, you just have the dogs. I mean, a family of dogs, but there's usually, or at least we're used to seeing like people and a dog of some sort, but here it's just the dogs for the Ten of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. I don't know why it made me think of Michael Jackson. My lights just flickered. It does that every now and then. The Knight of Pentacles. What is that bull looking at though? Queen of Pentacles. Boobies. The King of Pentacles. I like how they both have the same posture or body language going on. And then we have some extra cards. So here is the White Numen. I guess the White Cow. And the Black Numen. But these are white. I don't get it. Oh, those are weird hands. They only got 4 fingers. This is cute. I wonder what the book says about these. All right, so here are all the aces. And like I said, they're all hands reaching up to the main item. Here's just a look at the colors for the wands. This is the colors for the cups. Just so you guys can see the different variations of cool tones. And then the pentacles, they had more like green tones, yellows used in here. I guess with the exception of this one, not much green going on there, more gray. But it makes sense because it's the Five of Pentacles. And then here are the swords. This one, or this suit, kind of has a mixture. More gray tones for sure, but I am seeing more red tones in here. Blue tones, not so much green tones, but definitely not as vibrant as the other suits. So this one is more muted. Not too muted, obviously there is still color, but compared to the other suits. And then with the majors, you just have a mixture of colors going on for each of them. Oh, I just read in the book what this one means and it's so sad. So the keywords for the Black Numen is void, pending loss, and corrosion. And then a little description, at least the first paragraph of this card I'll read to you guys. The 2 Numen face their own extinction. 2 branches, upside down, just about to burn into the sacred fire. The world is about to be spun upside down. And yet they still guard their altar, which drowns slowly into the depths. Pobrecitos! Their altar's going down. And you can see those weird 4-fingered hands pulling them down too. I just noticed they're connected. At least their mind, or where their third eye would be, is connected to, I don't know what that would be, the void? Aw, so sad. And then the White Numen would technically be sort of the opposite from the Black Numen. So this one's keywords are creation, starting point, and divine inspiration. I'm just going to read a bit of the description for the card. The God's Father runs free across the virgin Earth's plains. An apparent weightlessness, just like the bison in ancient cave paintings, it traverses the world, making sure that all of creation is in order. And here are the pages for the extra cards. It's towards the end of the book if you guys were curious. I did also want to mention the majors have a more full page dedicated to them, whereas the minors is just a quick little written out description. But they do have cute little images on some of the pages for the minors, which is interesting. So it is fairly comfortable to hold in the hand. It is a thick deck, like I said before, but it is your normal tarot size. Since it is glossy finish, your cards should not be sticking when you shuffle the deck, but they might, you know, be slipping and sliding because it's glossy finish. But what do you know? What do we get? The Knight of Pentacles. Now let's see how this ripples. It does feel, like I said, more on the sturdy side than the flexible side. And I'm not the best riffler, but here we go. Okay, well, you know what? I tried. But for those rifflers out there, I'm sure you're going to be able to riffle this deck no problem. I'm just not the best at it. I want to get a card just to see what the book says for our card of the day. This one popped out. Let's see what it is. Ooh, we got the Emperor. Let me see what the book says. The Emperor's keywords are support, discipline, reliability. The Emperor represents tradition, the backbone of the state, the oak at the center of the forest. He rules with discipline. His sword stuck in the soil represents a pillar, the trunk of a tree, firm and unyielding. The Numen perched upon his arm acts as a silent observer, both of the Emperor's actions and of his realm. Guardian of the guardian. Ooh, hold up. It said the Numen perched upon his arm. Where? Oh, the bird? Wait, so does Numen represent like spirit? I have no idea what that means, but this looks like a raven or a crow. I can never tell the difference from both. All right, let me just keep reading what it says for the Emperor. The Emperor's self-sacrifice and determination are represented in the blood that is shed, blood that evaporates into steam under the force of his fiery will. And the blood that flows feeds the ground, all the new things growing from past deeds. Pragmatic, responsible, and stoic, the Emperor abides. So that is blood. I wonder why they didn't make it red, though. And I guess this was, did I say it was smoke earlier when I first saw it? I don't remember, but I just thought this was interesting. Like, what is this stuff coming out of where I presumed they have been bleeding from? All right, guys, so that is it for this video. If you guys stuck to this part of the video, leave the white feather emoji in the comments. That way I know. Don't forget to like the videos. It helps me out a lot, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.